in this week's Stolen Time. Who's gonna raise this baby? So I'm very attached to the baby, and I realized that what I thought I'd be okay with in theory before he came out and what I'm okay with now are completely different. So before, the way I thought was, first of all, you can just keep living your life and just have them accompany you in everything. Not so, because I want to give him a lot of attention, so I can't just keep living my life. Two, if only I had money for amazing childcare or a nanny. And I realized that what comes to my mind is like, why have kids if you're not going to take care of them? I know that sounds very extreme, and obviously there's so many options for how this can play out, but I feel like there's just nothing sounds good to me right now other than me. So let's imagine I hired a nanny to take care of the baby. She might be amazing, but she wouldn't be me. So this baby is being raised or impacted, influenced in an incredibly important developmental time by someone other than me. It doesn't mean that they are not going to be as good as me, because in fact they might be better. So it's not like about good or bad. It's about you, or for me it feels like it's about me being responsible for this child's well-being. And what does that mean? And what I realized is that in entrusting his care into someone else's hands, because he can't talk yet, like, I understand you're 5 years old, you go to school, you come back, how's school, you talk, you share, the teacher sucked, whatever. Like, I feel like there's a real, you can really check on how that child is doing with other caretakers in the educational system, or whether it be a nanny. But in this like innocence time where he can't tell me how things went, it's really about trust and my feeling about other people or institutions. And not only do I not want to let him out of my sight, because I see how nuanced I want to speak with him. So just for instance, I'm not crazy about the word no, I mean, I know that it's important and whatnot, but I'm very particular about when I say no to the baby. That's very specific language that other people wouldn't do, and I can't expect them to. And I think it's really what happened is that I see this innocence that I want to preserve, and my feeling of responsibility for that is so much bigger than I thought it would be. So who's going to take care of him? Me. Because I'm not going to trust anyone but me or my mother, say, to take care of him, or I guess the father. And then it kind of makes me think, it's like, I mean, I know that there's so many ways that this plays out, but like, why have kids if you're not going, because they're going to be part of your family, your blood, they're going to be your brothers and sisters, family, these children. So someone else is going to raise them. Like, I just haven't, this just doesn't make sense to me. And I didn't realize that I would feel this way. Yeah, so that's that. This week I would like to share a rave about a fucking fantastic class that I took with the baby. It's probably my favorite activity every week with the baby, so I highly recommend it. Links to that are going to be in the episode. It's the company of this guy is called We Grow Together, and his name is Dan Rindler, and he's a Feldenkrais practitioner. If you don't know anything about Feldenkrais is all about body movement and alignment and maybe energy, push, pull, resistance, like whatnot, at a very subtle level in the body. In fact, I was introduced to it during acting. And it's unusual for there to be Feldenkrais practitioners on babies. So what's been super fucking cool about this class is that the baby has, I've been super aware of how the baby's body is developing and how his movements are developing, and how to support the natural progression of where he would want to go. So like many babies skip crawling. A lot of the reason for that is that parents hold the children up in a standing position very early on. Thanks to the class, I knew that that would not help the development of crawling, which is actually supposed to be very good for the mind and I think emotions too, or psychology. So it's this online class on Zoom. The music is amazing. I have like all these go-to songs that I use with the baby, which he adores. And it's this really like, you know, I never thought that I would find a class that doesn't feel techie on Zoom with the baby. And it's like that. It feels very homey and very grounded. And you connect with other parents and babies. It's amazing. So that's my rave. So thank you for watching this episode, and hit the bell icon to subscribe. I mean, hit the bell icon to be notified when I release new episodes, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much.